Got everybody staring for days. All they see is just a young, pretty face. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. Don't matter how much time it will take, but there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. But I'm trying to get to know you much better.
I wanted to chit chat with you guys because I get a lot of questions, and I'm continuing to get a lot of questions about the efficacy of pimple patches. And I've touched on this in a few videos. To be frank, there is no data on pimple patches. Let's just talk about the hydrocolloid patches, like the Cosrx ones or these Neogen ones. I have these currently and I've tested them, not on an actual pimple. I don't really get pimples, but I just tested them to see how well they stayed on the skin, and they actually stay on well. And I've tried the Cosrx ones too, and they likewise are equally good. Anyways, so hydrocolloid dressings are useful for pressure ulcers. That's what we use them for in medicine. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that putting a hydrocolloid dressing on a pimple would help. So for people who pick their skin a lot, either triggered by anxiety or boredom, that's very common. I think they can be super helpful to interrupt that. When you pick the skin, it makes acne so much worse. It can cause scarring, all sorts of, it can make the acne miserable. So I love them as a barrier to hands, but that's pretty much it. And I honestly don't know how well they protect against ultraviolet radiation. I assume they block out UVB, the burning rays, but I don't know to what extent they block out UVA. I'm sure they block out some, and I'm sure they also block out a little bit of visible light that can contribute to hyperpigmentation. So that's another advantage of them. The disadvantage though is that anytime you put something under occlusion, you increase the chances of irritation. So if you use these and you're using prescription topical acne medications underneath, that can really set you up for a bad irritant contact dermatitis on that pimple. For example, if you put on a benzoyl peroxide spot treatment to your pimple and then you covered it with this, whoo-wee, that could be messy. Yeah, so in my opinion, they're great for people who pick their skin and have trouble stopping that. So that's a little bit about the hydrocolloid patches. And I liked these, I thought they were fine. I like these and the Cosrx ones. The reason I like those two, I don't know every single hydrocolloid acne patch out there. I'm sure there's like 900, but let's just generalize hydrocolloid patches. The reason I like these over maybe some others that are on the market is that they don't have any tea tree oil in them. A lot of these patches have tea tree oil in them because there are studies showing that tea tree oil is anti-inflammatory and helpful for acne, but you guys who have been following me know tea tree oil can be the devil because it degrades and turns into these irritating, sensitizing compounds. I say no to the tea tree oil. It is a bad idea. And the studies looking at it for acne showed that it was no better than other standard of care acne treatments like salicylic acid. It just came with a greater risk of skin problems like irritant and allergic contact dermatitis. Yeah, put tea tree oil in your toilet bowl, literally. That's how I enjoy using it to clean the toilet bowl. It works quite well to reduce bacteria in the toilet bowl and kind of gives it a fresh scent. I know, odd. So those are the hydrocolloid patches, but the other type that I've seen on the market have little micro darts. They're kind of imitating microneedling. There have been no studies looking at this for pimples. I mean, we have studies on microneedling for improving wrinkles and fine lines, for wound healing, for improving scars, but not really for treating an existing pimple, particularly on these little patch delivery models. And so I guess with the micro dart patches, these little darts are supposed to penetrate the pimple and then dissolve within the pimple, releasing an active ingredient, which, spoiler alert, often is tea tree oil. I've seen that. There's one very popular one on the market, Zitsicka. It's like tea tree oil on little needles. Ugh, not a good idea. Yeah, I don't recommend those. I have concerns with those. I think they can potentially be very irritating. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no way of knowing if these things work. They're not studied in blinded study. They're no actual clinical trial. You have these little micro darts or whatever that are gonna dissolve into the deeper layers of your skin that could potentially enter into your bloodstream. I mean, that is actually a little, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that. Plus the tea tree oil, it's like, what? No. Long story short, pimple patches are good for preventing fingers from picking. There's that. But yeah, I've tried these just to see how well they stay on the skin, and they actually do pretty well, these Neogen ones. I'll just put one on here for you guys so you can see. I mean, this isn't sponsored by Neogen or anything. I bought these on Yes Style a long time ago, and I'm like, I better tell them about them before I forget I have them. Yeah, you can see there's like 2 sizes. It helps if you have some tweezers to take them off. I've came to realize, which I don't have here, because when you lift off the patch off of the sheet, it wrinkles, and then that wrinkle is going to be noticeable when you put it on your skin. Now, if you have a big red pimple that you've just put that on, it's obviously gonna be elevated in the center, so it'll be more noticeable, and you will be able to see some of the red through it. So, you know, it's not gonna totally camouflage it, but it's a starting point. I don't know, maybe I'll leave this on. We can do a little spot test, see how well it holds up. Finished my parfaits last night that we made together yesterday. I had one around lunchtime, and then I had one after dinner. They came out really good, those parfaits I made yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't say like really good. I need to tone down the enthusiasm there. They were good, but like if you paid money for that as your dessert in a restaurant, you'd be like, what did I just waste money on? But making it yourself is fun and festive, and they're pretty to look at, and then it's a tasty treat and a fun way to eat like fruit. I mean, I like eating fruit as is, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you just need a little color and joy in your life, and that was fun. So yeah, today I have chores to do. I have a load of wet laundry in the washing machine that I need to put into the dryer, and then I'm gonna clean the floors today. Oh, I got this new gadget that I'm excited to try for you guys. It's by Shark. It's a steam mop. So I'm gonna try mopping my floors because they get nasty. Let me tell you, especially zucchini is the most tenacious vegetable. It will adhere to anything. So I shred zucchini a fair amount. I eat a lot of zucchini and yellow squash. And those little shreds, they might fly onto the floor and then kind of get scooted underneath the cabinet where you don't see, and then they stick to stuff. And it's just like, you really need a lot of elbow grease to get that off. So I'm hoping the steam mop will just kind of help give it my floors a facial, so to speak. Yeah, that's what's going on. All right, so this is the new beast, the Shark Steam Pocket Mop. I watched Ms. Gold Girl's cleaning product recommendation video, and I actually had this in my cart. I was like, do I really need that? Then I watched her video and I was like, bye. I bought it. She recommended it. So yeah, we're gonna give this a whirl. I love Shark. That's actually what my vacuum cleaner is. They're really good quality. But I also kind of want to jump on my trampoline, aka Rebounder. Rebounder is just like a grown-up version of trampoline. My pimple patch is holding up on plain non-pimpled skin. And speaking of things that are holding up, look who's not dead yet. Woo! Talk about a will to live. You guys, I actually watered him. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. I don't know. I caved and watered him, but I think that's the key to this plant's success. I only show it a modicum of attention, and It just hangs on, hungering for more. It's got is it Stockholm Syndrome? All right. All right, so I've assembled the shark, but I don't want to bring him into my nasty floor just yet. I'm gonna sweep it up and get up all of the crumbs, and then I'm gonna do it. But I think the best order is to actually clean my kitchen first. It's pretty clean, even though it looks like a disaster. I just have some like random stuff that I need to put away. And in case you missed it this morning, I don't know what was going on when I poured my coffee. Did you see? I just like spilled it all over the place. Like what? I can't even. Speaking of coffee, I got this Greater Goods coffee from Trade, and I've really been enjoying it. It's like kind of got a nice cinnamony undertone, but it's not overwhelming. I like it. So I've been enjoying that, and I just finished off a tube of Natural Calm cherry flavor. I love this stuff. I like to have it in the morning, just 2 teaspoons though. So yeah, oh, since we're going through cleaning products, this stuff is amazing. I get it on the herb. It is a power degreaser. I don't really cook with grease, so whatevs, but it's really handy for getting up those zucchini shreds off the counter. And it smells nice. Unfortunately, it has methyl isothiazolinone in it, which a lot of cleaning supplies do. So you can develop allergic contact dermatitis to that, but it works really well. It puts Myers to shame. Mrs. Myers, I've come to the conclusion, is nothing more than water and perfume. I love it, but it doesn't actually help get goop off of surfaces. This does. The tangerine smell is not too horrific either. It's kind of nice. It doesn't linger. So if you hate it, just wait a few moments, it'll fade. Kind of like a fart.
Sometimes you gotta see it with your own eyes. Run wild, you gotta let it out those good vibes. I'm on a trip with you. Go down, salute the sun. You're the morning light. I know you feel it. Home again, you're branching out into the neverland. I'm on a trip with you. Slow down, don't move too fast or it will make you drown. Reconcile, we gotta move into a common ground. I'm on a trip with you. You are not alone in this. I'm by your side. We're floating higher. Black out, I got you through the woods of your time. I'm on a trip with you.
All right, the pimple patch is still on, you guys. Anyways, I am gonna take a little break from my chores and make a mango papaya smoothie. It's one of the Daily Harvest smoothies. I love these, so convenient. I think I'm gonna put soy milk in it to give it a little protein, because I think it's just fruit and nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna add some soy milk. So I'm gonna have that. These are so good. What's it got? Mango, pineapple, acerola, I don't know what that is, papaya, and macadamia. It's gonna be tropical.
Really are the ones who are there in a crisis, and not everybody can do it. Often, I think, for people in the workplace, they want a chance to lead. Even in the pandemic, and giving people a chance to run something is quite a big vote of confidence. We need to take care of each other.
doesn't. It smells like flowers. Hello, Dray.
Eduardo, smell it. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Ta-da! I love these. They're so good. They're like ice cream. And I filled up the mop with distilled water and I plugged it in. We got 30 seconds, which are close to up, and I think I have to pump this. Pump for steam. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Oh, my bad. This is how you pump up the jam. Got it. It's go time. Ah, I'm getting excited. All right, my floors are pretty nasty. On the steam mop. I love this thing. All right, here's the rundown. The one thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't stay upright particularly well. It flops over. So if you have to move stuff around, it's a pain. The handle falls down onto the floor. But it's really easy to operate. To get the steam to go out, just the motion of pumping back and forth the mop across the floor pumps out the steam, and it doesn't seem to use too much water. I'm using DI water, distilled water, so that it doesn't leave mineral deposits or anything. That's what's recommended. But yeah, it's really amazing, and the steam dries super quick. I thought one thing I was worried about is that it was going to be a steamy, moist mess. But it dries really quickly, and it's nice to have the floors disinfected with the current situation. Not to mention just, run-of-the-mill foot traffic is nasty. So yeah. Well guys, we conclude yet another weekend in solitude. And yet again, I'm wearing my ho 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 t-shirt. Why not? It was too warm over Christmas to wear these Christmas pajamas that I got at Dirt Cheap. And not that it's cold out now, but I'm at least wearing the t-shirt. It was this t-shirt and then like some fleece pants. And I never ended up wearing them over the holidays. Yeah, I had these grand plans to go back to Dirt Cheap and check it out again, but that won't be happening. That place was cool. Oh, but I was going to point out to you guys that I got some more of these sleep bonnets. I get them on Amazon. They're really inexpensive. They're like $3. I had wanted to get a few more, so I did, because I have two. I wear them every night and I wash them, but because I wear them every night, it's kind of like clothing. I wanted to have a few more pairs. Almost pairs. A few more of them, but yeah, you can wash them. They do kind of get a little worn after a while. Like the instructions say to not keep them indefinitely, because I think they have some kind of special treatment on them that's supposed to be extra slippery, and that wears off with washing. But I've had them for a while and they seem to withstand. I really like sleeping with these. They're very comfortable. And if you have long hair, they're great, because when you have long hair and you sleep on your back, your hair, like, it feels like you're laying on your hair, and it's just kind of an uncomfortable sensation. if you sleep on your side, it's always like flopping into your face, or like you're laying on it. And if you're sensitive like I am in your sleep to like the slightest little inconsistency, that can be unnerving. And if you sleep on your stomach, well, I guess it stays off your face a little better, but it can still flop in your face anyways. Yeah, these are handy. They kind of keep your hair all contained. I wish I had started wearing one sooner. Anyways, guys, we're wrapping up yet another weekend together. I hope you all enjoyed the vlogadundos this weekend. Share in the comments one fun thing that you did this weekend. We made Jell-O parfaits together on YouTube. That was fun. Oh, see, I'm still calling them Jell-O. Gel parfaits, which sounds weird. Need to come up with some other name besides gel. Anyways, we made parfaits, but comment below, what did you all do without me? Thanks, this weekend. I hope you all enjoyed today's vlog. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.